Senator Hagerty, thank you. I want to start with Kazakhstan. I'm pleased to see a career nominee here this morning that will be on her way to Kazakhstan. When I speak with ambassadors from Central Asian countries, when they come to visit me, when I've gone over there to visit them, they refer to a part of the world of living in a submarine, submerged. When you think about to the north, Russia, certainly to the east, China, you've got Iran and Afghanistan there, to the southeast and to the southwest. Very strategic, important part of the world. I'm very pleased that if confirmed, you'll be headed over there. As you know, Kazakhstan is a country rich in natural resources, important to the United States and the global economy, sizable deposits of uranium, lithium, copper, zinc, rare earth elements, at a time when it's difficult to get a mining permit here in the United States. I've been fighting for 35 years to get a copper mine permitted in Montana. So these deposits in other countries where we could develop a relationship with and get secure supply chains with can be very important to our country as the U.S. and its allies seek to diversify supply chains and ensure consistent supplies of these materials, important for technology, for defense, manufacturing. I think Kazakhstan and Central Asia more broadly offers a very unique opportunity for joint investment and development. Ms. Stuft, if confirmed, how could you be a conduit for further U.S. investment in Kazakhstan?
Thank you very much for the question, Senator. I really enjoyed our meeting yesterday, and I really appreciate your focus on this strategic issue and to the region, and look forward to working with you more if confirmed on this issue. You're absolutely right. Kazakhstan is very critical, not only as a business partner for the United States, but in the case of critical minerals, it's not just a commercial diplomacy issue, it's a national security issue. And as you noted, geographically, Kazakhstan has very close relationships, both trade and other, with their neighbors, Russia and China. And my goal as ambassador, if confirmed, would be to make sure that U.S. companies have an even playing field so that they can do investment in Kazakhstan, and also that U.S. companies are the partners of choice in Kazakhstan instead of Chinese or other companies. Thank you.
Thank you. I'm also working with this committee, in fact, with Senator Murphy in a bipartisan way on a pathway to end the outdated Jackson-Vanik trade restrictions. It's almost embarrassing, I think, to many of us that they exist from ancient days of the past, of the Soviet era. And in many ways, I think it's hindered our economic partnership with Kazakhstan. How would normalized trade relations allow our two countries to build a more comprehensive economic partnership and encourage American investment in Kazakhstan?
Thank you, Senator. Yes, I believe that Secretary Rubio has said that Jackson-Vanik is a relic of a past era. The government of Kazakhstan has been able to get waivers like other countries in the region for many years, but I would certainly support efforts by the Senate and Congress to do away with that, and be happy to support your efforts on that. Certainly anything that allows a better environment for investment by U.S. companies is something that I would pledge to pursue as ambassador if confirmed in Kazakhstan.
Thank you. Mr. Issa, I want to talk a little about Lebanon. I was one of the last senators to meet with Bibi Netanyahu in Jerusalem prior to the October 7th Hamas terror attack. In fact, I was taken up to the Hezbollah terror tunnels on the border between Lebanon and Israel, followed an IDF soldier down 80 feet into the ground to see these hand-dug tunnels that have been worked on by Hezbollah for over 10 years. In fact, spray-painted on the inside of one of the tunnels that said, "On our way to Jerusalem," in Arabic. As you know, one of the most important priorities for the new Lebanese government is restoring state administration in the south, where Hezbollah continues to operate outside of government control. President Aoun has made clear that no militia should hold the exclusive right to define national defense. This is a principle the United States strongly supports, yet with continued backing from Iran, Hezbollah maintains military dominance in the south, as you know, presenting serious challenges to the government's credibility and authority. Mr. Issa, how can the United States, in coordination with our regional partners, support the Lebanese government in reasserting control in the south while continuing to counter Iran's proxy networks and help Lebanon restore full sovereignty over its territory?
Thank you, Senator, for this question. As we know, the cessation of hostility lately, when it was signed between Hezbollah and the Israeli government, it was proposed in it that Hezbollah need to go out of the south of Lebanon and give their arms not only from the south but as the entire country. It's been going on as we speak. The Lebanese armed force been deployed, obviously, in the south of Lebanon, and they're doing a good job. This is why I think we should support them to continue that job. It is challenging for the new government in Lebanon, for President Aoun in particular, that to almost take over an institution that's been for over 30 years in Lebanon, dominating most of Lebanon in all sectors, to come within 4 to 6 months to take them out completely. We were lucky lately that what happened in the whole region between first the Israeli and Hezbollah direct confrontation, and then the problem that we see in Syria, that Assad is no more there, and then now the war between Israel and the Iranian, it cut that line that used to be direct feed to Hezbollah from Iran, Iraq, Syria to Lebanon. It's been now almost non-existing. So it's helping a lot to diminish the power of Hezbollah in Lebanon. And in that case, probably with time, I believe that Hezbollah, they're realizing that they're not anymore a superpower. And then hopefully with a lot of help from the American and the partner, we can have the government take over and eventually bring some prosperity back to Lebanon.
Thank you.
Thank you, Senator Daines. Senator Shaheen.